Hey everybody, this is Troy Alexander. We are back one more time with Inspiration with Troy Alexander on Hamilton Radio. I'm so excited tonight. We have phenomenal guests on our show tonight, but just a few things I want to share with you really quick before we go ahead and start. I told you, listen, we're getting ready to have our mentoring at the mall, January 11th from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Free mentoring, free consultation. If you want to begin that new business, begin that event planning or whatever you want to do, grow your business or just whatever it is, whatever goal you have in life. Listen, we're going to be there from 10 to 11:30, but you must RSVP. Only 3 slots, y'all, because it's a personal one-on-one with me. I'm going to share into you, pour into you everything that I know, everything that I've learned to help you grow to take that next step. Because you know what our motto is: dream, take that step, and do what? Walk with purpose into your destiny. So really quick, listen, we're offering a scholarship. Again, anybody in the Philadelphia area or can get there. And if you're interested in sewing, so it's an international fashion designer that was on our show last week. So we're offering a scholarship for a 1-month all-access pass. You also get to have 2 classes with her, Cha-Cha in Hudson. I'm telling you, all you got to do is send me a video, no more than 60 seconds, telling me why you should be awarded the scholarship on Facebook. I'm telling you right now, send me your video. All the information is on my website as well as on my Facebook and Instagram as well. All the flyers are there. It's for women 18 and over now. So just want to encourage you. But listen, a wonderful opportunity that she is offering, that we are offering from our show. The last thing I want to share before I go into our interview is, again, I'm offering a free photo shoot, on location shoot. All you got to do is email me at pickbydesign@AOL.com. That's pickbydesign@AOL.com. Just send me your theme, send me a possible location, what you're going to wear, and a creative photo of you. It don't matter what it is. I'm telling you, a free opportunity for an on-location photo shoot. And the last thing I'm going to share before we introduce our guests is one point of purpose. This one is, and every week, every day, sometimes I put on Facebook something to encourage you, to uplift you. This one is, your freedom, your mind, and your purpose is not dependent on someone else setting you free. I'm going to say that one more time. Your freedom, which is your mind, your purpose, your destiny, is not dependent on someone else setting you free. It's time to set yourself free. Whatever it is that you want to aspire to do, whatever goal, whatever thing that you're, listen, I'm telling you, set yourself free. Free yourself in your mind. Sometimes it's from things, it's from people, sometimes from places. But I'm telling you right now, you're worth it. You are worth every goal. You are worth every destiny. You are worth every purpose, every calling in your life. You are worth it. So I'm here today to encourage you. Listen, we're getting ready, y'all. I will talk more about that, but we have a wonderful guest on our show. Again, the whole purpose of this show is to encourage you to dream, take that step, and walk with purpose into your destiny. This young lady has done that, and she's doing it more and more. Her name is Chef Simone Bridges. She is age 14, an award-winning celebrity baker. She is a teen entrepreneur. She is a STEM stream baking. She has a STEM stream baking kits that you can buy. I'm telling you, I got one for my niece. I can't wait to give it to her because she has so many gifts already. So I'm going to give it to her when it's just that one gift, Simone. And she's also an author. Follow her at Goddess Food Jacks. That's Goddess Food Jacks. It's on the flyer that was given out. Also follow her on her website, www.goddessfoodfactory.com. How are you, Chef Simone Bridges?
I am great. I am awesome. I'm feeling good. And I'm glad I have so much energy still. So I will definitely be super excited to spend the night on here with you all.
Yes.
And before I get started, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. I had a fun Christmas. I got to spend time with a lot of my family. And once again, Merry Christmas, and we're getting for New Year's, and I'm super excited. 2020 on the way.
Listen, y'all, and y'all see why I love her? I'm telling you, she's amazing. I'm telling you, this is it's her energy, her purpose. Simone, listen, I got to tell you. And, y'all, she's also been on the Steve Harvey show as well. I'm telling you.
So,
Yes.
Wonderama. For everybody in New York, you already know Wonderama.
I'm telling you.
Can't forget about that, too.
This lady is a celebrity at the age of 14. Simone, I got to ask you, when did you start having this passion for cooking?
Well, I'm a baker. I bake. I'm a pastry chef. So I started baking ever since I was 3 years old. I will always, all the time, go over to my grandma's house every single summer and almost every single weekend. We would always go to her house, and she would just teach me how to bake all different types of delicious desserts that would just melt in my stomach. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And she just
Wow.
kept teaching me, and I kept learning from her. And I really discovered that it was my passion when I turned 7 years old. Because, I mean, no, 9 years old. Because when I turned
Wow.
5, I started baking on the real easy bake oven because my parents knew I would just bake, 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 bake.
Right.
And I wanted to be able to bake when I got home
Yes,
too,
yes,
not
yes, yes.
only at my grandma's house. So they bought me an easy bake oven when I turned 5. When I turned 9, I started baking on the real conventional oven, which is
Wow.
for the young people, the oven underneath your stove. So I started baking on the real conventional oven, and I got a real feel for baking.
Yes.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is something that I really want to do. I
Wow.
really love baking, so why would I ever stop doing it? And this is something that I can do all day, no matter how long I do it, and every day. I can
Well,
bake all the time.
Simone, let me. What does
I'm
baking do for you?
excited.
What do you feel when you're baking? Because I'm telling
Baking
you.
uplifts my spirits, and it
Uh huh.
just makes me really, really happy. And it's like I'm in my own little comfort zone where everything else is tuned out. I don't have to worry about anything else.
Right.
Even if my day was going bad or not going as great as it could go, baking just helps it be so much more. And
Wow.
like when I'm bored, I go in the kitchen and start baking something.
Wow.
It just lets me in my comfort zone.
Your family must love that, right?
Yes, yes, they do.
They be like, yes, yes, Simone, go ahead and bake something for her. Listen, I want to ask you, what, because you have done so much. I mean, from you're only 14 years of age, and you've done so much. Listen, just for everybody to know, I met this amazing. Well, we've been on social media for a minute, but I met her
Right.
for the first time, probably about what, maybe like a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, give or take, maybe or so. But but she was on a panel out there in Brooklyn, and
Yeah.
you were on a panel and you were encouraging young people to follow their dream. They were asking questions. So I want to ask you, how often do you travel, and do you enjoy doing that?
Well, I definitely do enjoy traveling a lot because I travel lots of places. I've been across the whole entire world almost.
Wow.
And it's been really, really cool for me because a lot of people don't get the opportunity.
Right.
And I know a lot of kids say all the time, oh my God, I wish I could go some places that you go. They'd be like, you're always going out of town. Like my kid, my friends at school, they're always saying, oh, you're always going out of town. You're so lucky you get to discover these new places. But
Right.
you can do it too. All of them, they could do it
Mhm.
too if they just realize what they want to do and do it. But I really do enjoy going out to these different places because when I get to sightsee different places, I get to experience different
Wow.
places, and I get to meet new people in those places. Almost every single place that I've been to, I made one friend. So every single time I go back to that place,
I
I
love it.
always hit them up and say, hey, I'm coming in town. Do you want to do something? Do you want to hang out? And I end up making friends like everywhere. So I definitely
Wow.
love doing it. And how often do I go out of town? Probably about like 2 or 3 times a month,
Oh my
depending
goodness.
on whether
Wow.
it's them flying me out or me going to do a free event or me doing convention centers or me just doing a baking demonstration or a culinary class, a party, attending an event, something like that. So
Awesome.
probably
Awesome.
2 or 3 times a month.
Wow. That is so amazing. When did you know that you were famous? I mean, when did you know that you were like a star?
Um, well, I don't really call myself famous.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, other people say it all the time, but I
Right.
don't
Right.
really call myself famous. I just call myself noticed by a great amount of people.
Okay. Okay.
And I realized that I was noticed by a great amount of people because a lot of people, like, a lot of times when I go places, like, for example, I, like, went to the Orange Park Mall before,
Okay.
and this one girl, like, she was staring at me, and that's when she had pulled on her mom's hand, And then that's when her mom looked at me, and we were like leaving out the store at the time. So we were like leaving out the Orange Park Mall at the time.
Yes, yes.
And then next thing you know, she was just like, the mom came running because she wasn't sure, because they used to see me in this pink chef coat,
Right.
pink hat, and my regular chef attire, and I was in like my regular like clothes attire, like this regular clothes.
Right.
And next thing you know, she came running me down. Oh my God, you're Chef Simone Bridges. Can I please get a picture of you with my daughter? Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you and stuff like that. So I realized that I was getting noticed when I was being recognized for places that I was going, and plus I was just on random days where I wouldn't even have to go places, and people on random blocks would just feature me, and I wouldn't even know about it.
Wow.
I would just like the kids, that had to be in school, they would look my name up sometimes, and see what I was doing, and they would show me random stuff. I would be like, oh, I didn't even know I was on that.
Wow.
So that's how I was famous or whatever.
Yeah, noticed by a lot of people. I get it, but I'm gonna call you famous. But anyway, listen, how did going on the Steve Harvey show? How did that come about?
I'm not really sure exactly what happened, but I think that what happened was he looked my name, or looked up celebrity chefs, or he looked up young entrepreneurs or kidpreneurs on Instagram in the hashtag section, and I know that they have people hired, the Steve Harvey. I think they hire people to sit there and look for different entrepreneurs or kid entrepreneurs and something like that. And I guess they looked up kid entrepreneurs because whenever I post, I always put dozens of hashtags.
Sure.
So some we use kid entrepreneur, stream, STEAM, STEM, youth entrepreneur, chef, young chef, kid baker. We use all those different hashtags. So I guess he looked up one of those hashtags, and then he saw me pop up because I basically use the same hashtag every single post. Are different. A couple of them are different, but most of them are the same. And I guess he found a lot of me on those sections because I put those hashtags so much. And I guess they were like, oh my God, this girl's doing lots of things, and they really wanted to know about me. So then I noticed that they end up, I guess, getting my email, and they emailed me and was like, hey, we are Steve Harvey. Are you familiar with Steve Harvey? And I was just, and at the time, my mom, she's like my momager, so she responded back. And she was like, no, I'm not really sure what that is. Now get this. We know exactly what Steve Harvey is, but when it just popped up with Steve Harvey, we wasn't really on that type of page. We wasn't really thinking about Steve Harvey.
Right.
We were thinking about a regular man named Steve Harvey or something that he had a website or something. We didn't know what it was at the time. So when he was like, oh, well, he has on TV show, and then they started sending us videos and stuff of Steve Harvey, and we was like, oh my God, that Steve Harvey? You're talking about that? Steve Harvey, comedian Steve Harvey?
Right.
Oh my God, we were just jumping of joy. We were so surprised.
Wow.
My mom had the envision, but I never really thought that I would blow up like that because I never really thought it was possible.
You have Chef Simone.
When I figured it out, I saw the Steve Harvey thing. It was just so cool.
Wow.
And they, at first, so first we had two different productions trying to get us. One with me having my own little TV show, and then the next one was Steve Harvey.
Wow.
So we were doing two different Skype interviews, just like this. We were doing two different Skype interviews, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
And then when, then I guess Steve Harvey, they end up saying no. And then that's when they came back a couple of weeks later. They came back, I think a week later.
Okay.
They came back, and they was like, oh, is it okay if we can just fly you out? And I think they either said the next day or in 2 days. They were like, is it okay if we can just fly you out on such and such day? And it was either 1 or 2 days later. We were just like, sure, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Absolutely.
And next thing you know, we were hustling, and we flew out the very next day, and we were just boom, 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 boom. Everything's going so fast. But it was a nice experience. It was very, very nice. That's my little quick seconds of Hollywood.
Listen, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you because you are just so like in tune with who you are, at least from my vantage point. And I want to ask you because when I saw you in Brooklyn on that panel, and even just listening to you now, you were so confident and so sure. Were you always like that?
In the beginning, with me and my business, no, because I used to be very, very hesitant.
Okay.
I used to not like to put me and my business out because I know a lot of people in school. I didn't think that they would think that it would be, I guess, cool
Mm-hmm.
or it would be interesting. I thought that people would make fun of me for that,
Mm.
or for like what I do and like the
Right.
like how energetic I am and stuff.
Yes.
So I was very, very shy about me and my business in the beginning. But then, of course, my page is public. It's going public.
Yes.
People are seeing me on TV and on the news, on different websites and stuff like that. On the Explore page, I get people telling me that they see me all the time. So it's like from then, I realized that people were liking me for me, and they
Mm-hmm.
liked what I was doing, and they
Right.
liked that I was inspiring other people.
Yes.
And it turned out that people were actually getting inspired because I have inspired two of my friends now to start their own businesses now,
Awesome. I
and now
love
they're
it.
doing the same exact thing.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
right, thank you. So I realized that, like, I end up realizing that what I do is very, very important,
Yes.
and it's cool of what I'm doing because
Yes.
there are a lot more kid entrepreneurs in the world now.
Awesome.
All the time, I see all these different kid entrepreneurs, all the different kid entrepreneurs. So now I'm not the only one doing what I do,
Right. 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 Right.
but I'm the only one including stream
Mm-hmm.
into what I do.
I'm telling
That's
you.
the difference.
Yes.
I'm
Yes. Well,
the
listen. You
difference.
are different. You are special. You are unique, and I love it. I love your inspiration. Now, where did your confidence come from? I mean, because so many young people today, like they're nervous, they're scared to go forth and take. Where did all this confidence come from?
My confidence came from um I don't know, it just kind of gets built because
Wow.
you know how they say YOLO, you only have one life to live? It builds up from all the support from my family members, my
Yes.
mom, my dad,
Awesome.
my sisters, my brothers, my all my family members, and then my friends, my best friends, and all my other friends, just like encouraging me to do other things, and all these other kid entrepreneurs also encouraging me
Wow.
to keep doing what I'm doing. And then fans from online, fans from Instagram and Facebook, so they really encourage me to keep doing what I'm doing, and they really get inspired. I get people calling my phone, well, not my phone, but the business phone.
Right.
I
Right.
get people calling the business phone and saying, and like them crying and stuff,
Mm.
saying how great of a person I am for doing what I do.
Yes.
And when I finish with my speaking engagements, they also are crying. And some people are really touched from what I say
Yes.
and the way I say and the way I deliver my speeches and stuff.
Yes.
So my confidence comes from my fans and the people that support me. Basically, my confidence is built based on them. So it's them, and then it's also me telling myself and God speaking to myself, telling me, "You're doing what you're doing for a reason. You need to keep doing it because this
Yes.
is your job in life. This is what you were put on this earth to do." So
Wow. Wow.
my encouragement,
Yes.
my courage, and confidence comes from God and all the people that support me, from fans to family to friends, all that.
I love it. I love it, Simone. I'm telling you. Listen, y'all, you all seen her via Skype, but I saw her live and in person, which was totally phenomenal. I'm telling you, I was so excited to see her because you see people like on social media, but it's different. You'd be like, and I was so in awe. I gotta ask you because not only do you have your own baking kit. Listen, y'all, I've shared it on my page. I've shared it on my Instagram, my Facebook, and I'm gonna keep sharing it. And I bought one for my goddaughter. But I want to ask you, you have such a signature. like your chef's hat and your garb on top. Have you ever thought about selling signature chef caps? Because I'm telling you, it's like a signature of you.
It is. I know. I notice it all the time because you're right. It is a signature of me because whenever I go around, people are so amazed when they see me in just like my regular attire
Right,
or like regular jeans and a shirt.
right.
They don't notice me a lot, which I kind of like it. I kind of like it because it gets me to have my regular Simone Bridges and then a chef Simone Bridges life.
Wow.
So when they see me with my chef coat and my chef hat,
Uh huh.
a lot more people know me and what I do.
Yes,
When they see me
yes.
with regular clothes, it's kind of like, oh, she's just like everybody else. She's just a regular person walking in the streets.
Wow, wow, wow. Listen, I'm
So
so
it's
proud
a
of you.
picture. But have I ever thought
Yes.
about selling the hats? No, I haven't.
Well,
I mean, I sell like regular Goddess Food Factory hats,
uh huh.
but not like and I sell some I think I do sell some chef coats and some chef hats, but I don't put like my actual signature on them.
I'm telling you, Chef Simone, you need to put your signature on them hats. I'm telling on the chef. I'm telling you, cause I would want one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, and a whole lot of people want one as well. I'm telling you, add that to your list online, okay? I'm telling you. Listen, everybody, we are talking to Chef Simone Bridges, age 14, award-winning celebrity baker, teen entrepreneur, STEM stream baking kits author. I'm telling so much more. I want to ask you, Chef Simone, what is your next dream? What do you hope to achieve next? I mean, you've done so much by the age of 14, but what do you hope to achieve next? Is there anything on your list?
Yes. So what I hope to achieve, okay, so my short term, no, let's start with long term goals. My long term goals are to end up having my own Goddess Food Factory, which is
Yes,
like a big shop with a factory in the back and then a restaurant in the front,
yes.
with a little bit section on the side, and then another side where just Goddess girls could come in, and the like a space for girls to just have fun, get their hair done, their nails done, have sleepovers,
Wow.
stuff like that. And I want to do that, but I also want to be able to get noticed countrywide. So not only in the United States of America,
Yes.
but in other countries as well. Be able to fly out in other countries
Awesome.
and do things in other countries, so I can inspire them as well. So I want to get noticed to a point where I reach those other countries as well, other than
Wow.
the United States.
Well, I'm gonna clap you. I'm gonna clap my hands on that one, Chef Simone. I mean, listen, y'all. She's talking about long-term goals and short-term goals and intermediate goals. I'm telling you, she is phenomenal. Please follow her, connect with her on Instagram. Again, at Goddess Food Jacks. Again, on her website, www.goddessfoodfactory.com. Listen, where did the name come from, Simone? This Goddess Food Jacks and God. I mean, where did that come
It's,
from?
it's a long story
Okay.
because it was I'm gonna just sum it up basically.
Yes, yes.
So basically, I started off. I've been thinking about that name for the longest because I always thought long term
Hmm.
of what I want to end up achieving, so I can know what steps to take to reach that big goal
Yes,
of mine. So I started off with, okay, so what do I all want in the future? I always thought I wanted my own restaurant, my little bakery and whatever.
yes.
But I was like, you know what? It would be really, really cool because I always was curious of what was in the back of the restaurant. Like, what's
Mm,
behind the scenes of the whole
wow,
entire restaurant? Okay,
wow.
we get the little nice part, whatever, but what's behind the
Yes,
scenes?
yes, yes.
The whole entire restaurant. Like, let me see the factory. Let me see how everything gets made. Like,
Mm,
a lot of people who are really into baking were wondering, cooking, were wondering, how is this stuff made? How do you make this stuff so fast? And what's
wow.
the order, chop, 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 and all that stuff.
Yes,
So
yes.
I wanted to be able to have a factory. I was like, you know what? I could do tours, and that'd be another way to make some profit. I could do tours
Yes,
and stuff of a factory
yes.
and have a factory in the back making all the sweets and stuff like that. And I could do tours of that because kids like that stuff. I know I like that
Mm,
stuff, so other kids may like that stuff.
yes, yes. I
So
got
I
one
was
more
like,
tip.
in my name, I definitely have to
Uh-huh.
have factory part, and
Yes.
I don't only want just sweets, because I want a place that people can do both.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I want food, and I want like food that you regularly eat, and I want dessert. So I was like, you know what? Let's just call it Food Factory. And I was
Okay.
like, we need to have something in the beginning that describes me.
Okay.
And I chose Angel Food Factory, but
Mm,
that was taken. So I was
okay.
like, you know what else describes me? I had to think about this for a while, but eventually I figured out Goddess Food Factory. And my mom was like, oh, Goddess Food Factory? That sounds very good.
Wow.
And we ended up choosing Goddess Food Factory because the one that described me, and it was like one of my long-term goals. I always wanted a food factory. So I just
Awesome.
put it together, and it was really nice. And we started designing it and everything,
I
putting it
love
into
it.
action.
I love it. I love it. Everybody, this is Chef Simone Bridges. I'm telling you right now, you got to connect with her. She's an amazing young lady. And listen, one other thing you might want to do also, Chef Simone, is in addition to the tours, you might want to have like actual reserved tables that could actually be back in the back so people can pay more to actually watch you actually make the stuff and have a personal conversation with you at that time. I'm just saying. I just throw it out there.
That's a good idea.
So listen, but that is so amazing. I can't wait for your grand opening. I cannot wait for your grand opening because as much as in my power, I'm gonna try to be there as much as I can. But I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you and all that you've attained. What what do you want for young ladies or just women or just anybody watching this show? What do you want them to take away? Because you have a wonderful message, a wonderful platform. What do you want them to walk away knowing something either about you or even about themselves?
I want them to know to not think too hard about it and just do it.
Mm,
Because you need to, if you like think about it too much, you're going to worry about, well, the what ifs. You're going to think about just nothing but the what ifs. What if this? What if that? Like, don't worry about all that. Don't worry too hard. Don't frustrate it. Just do it. If you
wow.
think that that's what you want to do, just do it because you're still young at this age right now.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you're still young, you're still young. So if you're a kid and you're wondering what you want to do and you have all these ideas but you don't know which one, just do it. Just do what you want to do because you're still a kid, you could change throughout. Because it was a time where I wanted to be a dancer, I want
Okay.
to be a chef, I want to be a singer,
Wow.
I want to cheer, I want to dance, I want to do all that. But I realized in my head, well, baking is something I've been doing for a long, long, long time. And
Hmm.
I done changed throughout all these different talents that I have.
Right.
And the one thing that stuck with me was baking every single time. Like all these other talents, I can do it, but I'll eventually get tired of doing it. I
Right.
won't want to do it in that time anymore. So when I figured out that baking was my talent and it's something that I like doing
Yes.
and I will
Yes.
never get tired of doing, I was like, you know what? Baking is something that I love to do. Cheer is something that I love to do too,
Okay.
but I don't know how to do everything in cheer. Like the flips, I don't
Right.
know how to do that,
I,
and I'm too scared to learn how to do that. So
okay.
cheer, I had to just let that go.
Right. Right.
But baking is another thing in my time that I love to do, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with baking. I'm gonna just do it. So don't
Awesome.
think too hard about it. Just do it because God will guide you to the right path and He'll
Yes.
tell you which right turns to take. And just have a great support team behind you,
Yes.
friends, family, people that may just be on the internet that actually talk to you and you get to meet in different places as your teachers, any of that, administrations.
Yes.
Just do it though. Just do whatever you want to do. Don't think too hard about it.
Listen, Chef Simone Bridges, she is a world of inspiration. Everybody, listen, on her Instagram page, she has one posting that says, "I got my start by simply getting started," which I love. I love your quotes that's on your page. You're so encouraging. You're so inspiring. Do you ever have any downtime? Any moments where of uncertainty, or have you had them? And if so, how did you overcome them?
Well, what do you mean by downtime?
Well,
Like, do you mean like free time or do you mean like
actually,
time where I
actually,
just want to stop?
actually, I was speaking more about sort of like, you know, because you're so encouraging, so inspiring. Have you ever had moments of uncertainty or moments where you wasn't so sure about yourself?
Right. there is a lot of times where I've been kind of second guessing of what I'm doing.
Yes.
And that's okay because I'm still figuring out myself as I'm getting older. So it's okay to wonder,
Yes.
but I still have like it. What keeps me going is people who tell me good job in what I'm doing and supporting me every
Yes.
single day.
Yes.
And even when I'm coming to the points where I may feel like some things may be too overpowering, it's okay to let go of those things
Right.
because you are still young. But some things I hold on to because I'm good at them. I don't have to put any thought process into them.
Wow.
I just have to go with the flow and let whatever happens, happens.
Yes.
And it's people like my dad and my mom and my siblings and my family members like my granny.
Yes.
They keep me going. They keep me going and
Awesome.
contributing to the world and teaching different people things.
Love it.
And all my friends and fans, they really are my true supporters. They sit there and they support me through whatever.
Awesome.
And they just encourage me, and plus they remind me a lot of things in schoolwork wise.
Yes.
They keep my grades good too.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
love all my support.
Absolutely.
That's what really keeps me going. So there will be times where
Awesome.
you may feel, okay, this is getting a lot, but you just not
Yes.
breathe in, breathe out, get your support team together to help you out so you don't have to do everything by yourself.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. And I was going to ask you because when I saw you speak in Brooklyn, and I don't know what the question was, but you talked about your father, and I could see you getting very emotional because I think he was on the road traveling. I think we're in the trucking. I think it was or something, and that spoke volumes to me about your relationship. Tell us a little bit more about the importance and the value of your family, your mother, your father, in you being where you are now.
Okay, so the reason why I broke down up there was because my dad, like ever since I was little, he was always trucking,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really see him as much.
Right.
And I've like had dreams before of when it was me and my mom and my sister, and my dad ended up getting shot. Like I had dreams of that before.
Mm.
So like that doesn't erase from your head. Like the nightmares, it doesn't erase from your head.
Mm.
So when I think of that, like I really get really upset about it
Wow.
because what if it does happen?
Mm.
Like you have to really take care of the time that you have
Right.
with your
Right.
family members right now. So don't forget about it all. I know like friends come and go. They're good supporters. You hang out with them all the time. I see my friends every day. But my family members, my sister, this is her last year here.
Wow.
My older two brothers and my older sister, they're grown, so they don't live with us at all. And my I guess the one that's above me as oldest range, my older sister that lives with me right now, this is her last year.
Okay.
So after this year, I'm going to be alone.
Wow.
And my mom always has her business, so she doesn't have time to like sit there and play little games with me and stuff like that. All we doing head on is just business mode. But my dad, ever since I was little, he was always trucking, and he never really been around as much as he could have.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a time where he had stopped trucking because I forgot something had happened. I guess he had a bad back, and he had to stop trucking because his back was bad.
Right.
So he ended up seeing this again. But then now he went back to trucking. So I don't really get to see my dad as much as I want to. And thinking about like if there was a time where I wasn't able to see him one day because he's trucking, I wouldn't be able to say goodbye because I don't see him every day.
Right.
So that was very emotional for me. And my mom, I see my mom a lot. I love my mom too, but I know that I'll always see my mom. My mom will always be there, right by my side every single day. Give her a hug every day before we leave. Awesome. And my sister drives us to school. I say, love you, Mom. Have a good day at work. All awesome. That. So you really have to think about the time that you have with your family members right now, and don't take those for granted.
Wow.
because you
Yes.
never know when they could just disappear like that.
So
So
true. So true. Well, we
that's fine.
want to give a shout out to your mother, your father, and to all your siblings. Thank you so much. You have supported and created and been supportive of a young lady who is just changing the world. So proud of you, Chef Simone. I am so
Thank
proud of what you're doing. And again, as I said, who you're becoming. And it is truly inspiring. I want to ask you because I know that, young people are young people. And not everybody is in support of you. There are young people who will say negative things, and whether
you.
it's
Right.
on social media or in your face sometimes. So how do you handle that type of negativity, or have you had the
It doesn't
experience?
really bother me.
Hmm.
Like, I'm a Libra. That's my zodiac sign. I'm a Libra. So a lot of things don't really bother me. All the negativity,
All right,
push it out. Throw it
y'all
out the
heard it,
door.
y'all. Okay.
We're known, like
Yes,
seriously, like we're known
yes.
for not caring about a lot of things, a lot of
Mm.
negativity. It's like, okay, it happens.
Right, right, right.
You can't control other people's mouths, so let it happen. I mean, you're not gonna phase me. You're not gonna ruin my day. Look, I'm still living.
All right.
I have to live my life to the
Come
fullest.
on, Chef Simone.
So just because somebody says a bad comment,
Uh
okay, don't. The devil not gonna get to me.
huh.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
All right now.
God is right there looking over me.
Yes.
Therefore, I am good. I am
Amen.
good, and I'm alive, and I am free,
I
and
love
I
it.
get to live my life to the fullest and be happy.
Yes, yes, I love it, y'all. This is Chef Simone Bridges. I'm telling you, it's so wonderful. I'm so grateful that you were able to come on our show and share so much of your journey. I know there's so much more, and what I love about you is you're so inspiring, and you're inspiring so many other people, especially young people, to follow their dreams. And so many. Have you ever have you ever been afraid? Like has fear ever really been part of your journey?
Fear comes all the time because, like, you never know what will happen.
Yes.
You never know how things will go, how things will flow. You can't predict the future,
Hmm.
but it's like you can't control the future neither. I mean, time is just gonna keep going no matter what you do to stop what's gonna end up happening.
Yes.
Time's just gonna keep going.
Wow.
So, I mean, with the fear, I know that if something happens, it's because God wanted it to happen or
Mm.
God needed it to happen.
Right. Right. Wow.
I mean, you're gonna have fear all the time, but the way I handle my fear
Yes.
is by just letting whatever happens happens.
Wow.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know when it's gonna happen.
Wow.
But hey,
Yes.
while you still living on this earth, you have to not worry so much. Don't get overwhelmed by the little things and just seize your moment.
Wow.
Seize the moment while you still have it.
Ruben,
So
this is 14-year-old Chef Simone Bridges. Seize the moment. I'm telling you, she's talking like she's been on this earth for but I'm telling you, we're so we're so proud of you. And listen, I gotta ask you, do you also do um, private catering?
oh yes, I do
Wow.
all of that. I do
Go ahead,
everything.
Chef Simone.
Private
Okay.
catering, cooking classes. I mean baking classes, culinary classes. I do all that. Birthday parties,
Wow.
regular parties. I do everything.
Wow. Listen, if
And I
you
make everything as well.
yes, listen, if you are in Florida, and what part of Florida are you in?
Jacksonville,
Jackson.
Duval.
Jacksonville, Florida. If you are in that area or close by, I'm telling you, we are. Listen, if they don't know, they will know. If you don't already know, I'm telling you, they're gonna know, Chef Simone. We are so grateful for you. I'm so listen. This show every week we come on every Thursday to inspire people especially young people, to follow their dreams and take that step and walk with purpose into their destiny. I want to give you, do you have any other words that you want to share to our audience? Because again, people are going to be able to watch this show back over and over, years later, months later, and just watch and see you go. Because I'm going to have you back at some point. I'm hoping to have you live in the studio one day here in Jersey. So I don't know.
Right.
Yes, yes. And I'm telling you, it was just such a joy to met you and your mom and to see you inspire. I mean, this room was full of young people, And what has been the largest audience, if you know, that you've spoken to?
It's been a couple of large audiences,
Wow.
like big audiences that I've spoken to.
And yeah,
The largest, I think I was at this one. Ooh, I don't even know.
so,
I don't even know. There's so many large ones, but I think I was in Saginaw, Michigan. I
wow.
think it was the event where I did a speaking engagement in Saginaw, Michigan, at this one college. I think I was at a college, and I was speaking. Like it was like it's these events that they have every year, and they have a whole bunch of kids
Yes.
that get inspired by that because
Wow.
Saginaw, Michigan, it's not small.
Mhm.
It's big, I think, but it's like very little things in Saginaw, Michigan.
Wow.
It's very little things. There's not a lot going on
Right,
for the
right,
youth.
right, right.
So a lot of kids were able to come out and get inspired. And I was just talking to them a lot. But I think my biggest event was a speaking engagement in Saginaw, Michigan. It was
Wow.
so many
Wow.
kids that came out.
Where
So
where
many.
where 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 is the farthest that you've actually gone to speak?
The farthest,
Have you been
I
outside the
haven't.
country?
No, that's
Uh,
what I'm saying. I haven't been in a different country
okay,
yet.
okay, okay,
I've
okay.
only been in different states, not in a different country. That's how I want to get known countrywide. Like I want to be able to go to different countries.
Awesome, absolutely. Well, listen, I'm telling you right now, we got about
That's
5 minutes or so, maybe 10 minutes left on the show. I want to ask any last word that you want to share with our audience. Anything you want to share that we haven't asked you yet about because you've done. I mean, again, I love your dream. I love your vision. I can't wait for the grand opening. I'm telling you, that's going to be phenomenal, Simone. Phenomenal. I'm telling you. I mean, I see it with you. I see it. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful grand opening and space. I'm just so excited for you. So I'm hopeful that I can be there in
thank you.
person. So what else would you want to share to young people or to those watching our show to encourage them to follow their dream?
I want to just say, just dream, believe, and achieve. Dream that you could do anything. Don't let anybody tell you anything else. Believe in yourself because you are your really only true biggest
Mm,
supporter.
wow.
You are going to be the one who talks to yourself, pushing yourself to do everything every single day. You are the only person who makes you do something. So you want to make sure that you believe in yourself and don't let anybody talk down on you and say that you can't do this or can't do that or you shouldn't do something else. And put it into action and
I love it.
achieve your dream, your destiny, your goal.
Wow.
Achieve it. So dream, believe, and achieve. I'm gonna make sure you say that. And another thing, make sure you follow me on all social medias: Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all of that. At Goddess Food Jacks at GODDESSFOODJAX. And if you want to buy any of my products that is on my
Yes.
line, including the chef coat, chef hat, all that, make sure you, oh, I like that. Chef coat, chef hat, all that
I like that.
on my website, www.goddessfoodfactory.com.
Yes.
And if you want to book me for any events, you can always email me. My email is info@goddessfoodfactory.com. Thank you.
There you have it, y'all. I'm telling you, you can't make this up. She's phenomenal. I'm telling you. So please, if you're having an event, wherever it is, if you are in another country and you're having an event, we want to make sure that through Hamilton Radio, that Chef Simone gets her first speaking engagement outside of the U.S. I'm telling you, we want to make it
Yes.
happen. We're going to make it happen. So I'm so happy for you. So proud of you, Chef Simone Bridges. You are
Thank
truly an inspiration. You are a role model. You are an example. You are a light of hope to so many who just don't know how to take that first step, but they're seeing you now. For those that may not have already known you, they're seeing you now and they're seeing your light. And they be like, wow, she can do it. And she's only 14. She started, cooking when she was 7 or 6 or 7, 8. And look where you are
you.
now. Look where you are now. And I'm telling you, there's no limit to where you're going to go. Ruben, I'm so excited for this amazing young lady being on our show. Simone, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are
Thank you for having me here. Thank you for taking your time out your day to talk to me
absolutely.
and inspire all the listeners.
And thank you for allowing me to come to your event in Brooklyn. Listen, y'all, I asked her and asked her, my like, is it okay if I come take some pictures? And thank you so much. That was an honor. That was a true honor, and I will never forget that moment. Driving because I'm in Jersey, so driving to Brooklyn to support you and just again capture your just amazing gift, the amazing you. Thank you so much, Chef Simone. I truly appreciate
Thank
you
you.
and your mom, and thank you so much. Any last words you want to share before you go?
Just let everybody seize your moment and live it while you still on this earth.
Wow. Let's give it up for Chef Simone Bridges, everybody. Right now, we thank you so much, Chef Simone. Listen, we are here again every Thursday night on Hamilton Radio. Inspiration with Troy Alexander. We are here to uplift, to inspire you, to say never give up on your dream. And you know what? Dream, take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. This is Troy Alexander. Have a great night. Thank you, Chef Simone Bridges. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you next Thursday. Have a great night.
Thank you. Do I hang up?